Hello, everybody. We are live with no game whatsoever because I haven't fired it up yet. Welcome. We're starting a new account today. I actually wanted, because the second you log in, it starts trying to tutorialize you. So I'm like, let's fire it up while the stream is live. I already went in and turned the sound down because we all know it's a little aggressive on a new account. Yeah, there we go. Why do you spend that gold you've collected to level me up? Yeah, thanks, Bernor. We'll get there. We'll get there. Also, it's spammed with the daily rewards. And yeah, okay. And the active, I think the active thing was claim. I can't. I gotta go. Gotta click over here and level up Bernor. Yeah, that's right. You do damage, you damage dealer, you. I have no. What did I break? There we go. That was weird. No damage. Oh my god, by clicking enemies. You don't do much damage, but every little bit helps. I know how to play the game, Bruno. I know how to play the game. Hello, John Minky, Lazier, Owen, welcome. Yeah, his game, as we all know, when you first start out, it is not idle. It is active. Like, come click on things. First thing though, look, we have the shop available, so, and we can reveal my offers. What do we got? I have something free? Gold Ashara chest. I will take it. I'm not going to open it by clicking on it. Oh, these are for gems. Discounted gem feet. No way we're doing that, but that's interesting. That is interesting. What else was I going to do? I was going to come over here to PAX. Don't. What? Oh, okay. I'm like, where is he telling me this? Okay, but what I want to do is I want to come over here to PAX because I know what's available. I want to come over here to PAX, and right at the top left, so PAX is the open box. And there's a Baby Guinevere familiar pack. It's free. We want that. We want that right now. We'll talk about why that's full of stuff at the moment. But, okay, and then I can come out here and hey, familiars can now be summoned to help you sore clicking finger. Yeah.
Renzo thanks his sidekick.
Voodoo Plays, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Also, Owen, thank you for 39 months. Missed that one. I must have been out of the room. Buy them here. Blah 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 blah. Click here. Many familiars should be purchased for gems. A few will cost you real money. A few, most of them. It should be the other way around. A few familiars can be purchased for gems, but many of them will cost you real money. Let's look when this was created. First tip: don't do familiars from this screen. First tip: just press. If you're, oh, it's not going to let me. We're too early for me to do the tip. Never mind. We got to get out of the tutorial for me to tell you how to do this the good way. All right, so now we've got Guinevere down there and stomping, and now I can go hands off for a bit. I'm going to switch X1 over to upgrade because what really matters in terms of power for your champions is getting to the next actual upgrade, not everything in between. Mike feels a bit soft. Oh my. Hold on. Let me look at a couple different places that could be a problem. That's not it. How about over here? That's not it. Right, let me look over here. There's like 5 different places that could be that Windows could have, or some program could have just decided to make my mic not function as well. Hold on. General sound. There's the input. Okay, so it's not there. I got one last place to check. Ah, yes. How's that? That's probably going to be better, right? Yeah. No, that one sends me up to peaking. Oh yeah. This is where usually I'm at. All right. If we get garbled noise when it peaks, let me know. Yeah, just let me know. I've got software in here that's supposed to be stopping that, but I might need to retweak it. Got enough gold to recruit another champion. Click here to recruit Celeste. Yes. Selune shall guide us to victory. What, will she? We hope so. Oh, and it changed my upgrade. Dang it, game. Wow, it overrides you. It overrides you. Seabree, thank you for the follow. And by Shakira, thank you for the bits. Really appreciate guides. Keep it up. You're welcome. That's what, look, new account runs like this are what help me make better guides for new players. So yeah, I know, because I know how to place Celeste. Hello, Monkey House, Spice Shakira. Voodoo plays, Delcoon. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Dark Shino, Dark Shine. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Much appreciated. Okay, so we're going along here. One of the things that you got to notice when you're brand new is that hovering over and picking up the drop loot makes you progress faster through the area, because once you pick up your quest items, it'll move you forward. This upgrade unlocks my ultimate attack. You can use it by, yeah, I know. Okay, click it down here. I don't need it though. We will here on the boss. We're gonna have a boss coming up. This is blinking at me to tell me that I have collection quests that I have completed. Complete the tutorial adventure. I didn't though. So there's a bug there. Unlock the familiars. I did that. Open a time gate. I didn't do that though. So it's got some issues. Unlock a skin. Did I do that? Unlock baby Winnower. So some of these unlocked a little early, but that's fine. We'll take it. We'll take the rewards. Yeah, fresh start. Yeah, I mean, I have my main account still. It's not like I got rid of it. This is on Epic. My main account's on Steam, where the game originally started 7.5 years ago. This is on Steam, and basically I just have I have this I get this refreshed whenever I want to start a new account, which is why I've got some chests in my inventory, because there was a giveaway on Epic a while back, and it's still crediting me that. Come on. Okay, now we can alt. Oh god, we're gonna have to turn off screen shake. I forgot this game had screen shake. We're gonna die. We cannot kill this null leader. Oh, can Celeste do it on her own? Maybe? Maybe? She did. She did. Never underestimate a cleric of Selune. Just contain gear, potions, and contracts. I'll explain those all later. Will you? Will you? Does he? Click up here to view your chest stash. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a lot of chests. There was a pack that when Halsin came out that had Karlach, Gale, and Halsin, and it all gave them platinum chests. I'm not going to open these for the sake of new account experience. I will open these because we got these free from the daily system. I don't know why we have silver chests twice, but I mean, one thing we're going to want to do is open silver chests to get gear. We're not going to do that right now. But we are going to want to do that. We're going to want to do a lot of that. We're going to want to do a lot of that. But I want to get some more champions on the board first. Guides are very well written. Some of the best I've seen after years of gaming across many games. Well done. Thanks, Shaminki. I've been making guides for video games since 2008. So I've, had time to iterate on things. I'm kind of moving these back, you'll notice. Not because this is where they need to be, but because that gives me more room between here and there if I get overwhelmed for them to get to the party. Bet those are all down to getting the 3-pack. I'm gonna buy it. So this playthrough, normally I do free to play playthroughs. This playthrough is specifically Pick3 playthrough. I'm gonna be getting this pack down here, the 3x Choose Your Champion starter pack. Gonna be doing this because I think it's just a fantastic way to start the game. And then the daily deal, the daily boost. I'm gonna get the daily boost. So I'm gonna drop $30. And then this playthrough is going to demonstrate how far that goes. Because it's basically going to destroy the early. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I already know. All right, monthly dues paid. Monthly dues paid. Now, the one thing we don't have yet, because I haven't really, I mean, I guess we have one. We haven't opened potions yet. This is from the new apothecary system. I like that they're like, we don't want to negatively impact your tutorial experience. So they put that in there. That's good. I don't want to pop these major potions. I really just want to, let's just open a chest. We get gear for Brunor. Gear for Niali. I'm going to get like a little bit of a speed potion. But gear for Minsk. Okay, interesting. So they changed it. They consider you owning now. So way back in my day, way back in my day, silver and gold chests didn't drop gear for a champion until you unlocked them, like until you had put a point into them and put them into your formation for the core champions. Now it dumps it for all of them, and that's a much better experience. People used to gimmick that so they wouldn't put any gear on Archon because he was garbage. They would just never put him in the formation. That's hilarious. I got my portrait to view my character sheet. Sure. Gear's automatically equipped when you get it. Yeah. Right there. And gear's a big deal. Gear's a big deal. Getting a piece of gear, any color, a piece of gear in all of these slots is important. I mean, it's going to make a big difference in our progress. The first goal we're going for is to get green or better. So greens or blues. The silver chests will give us whites, greens, and very rarely blues. We want to get to greens on all of these starting champions. Yeah, I know how she works. Range of formation, take advantage of that. It's already arranged. It's already arranged already. I can't arrange it any further. I can't pull the car over any further. Why are the swoopy swappy buttons showing? Who are the slot 2, 3, and 4 swaps? That's from that giveaway that I couldn't do anything about. So I've got Gale. It's 1, 3, and 4. I've got Gale, I've got Halson, and I've got Carlock. I'm not going to be using them right now. I'm only going to be using... We're going to ignore them for a while. They're going to throw this playthrough off a bit in terms of unlocking Split the Party and unlocking patrons. Meeting the requirements to unlock patrons, at least. But I'm not going to open those gear packs for them. And as in my last playthrough, I'm going to try to play through with the core champions as much as possible, except for the pick 3. I'm not going to do the pick 3 thing until we're out of the tutorial and into the main game. And then we're going to pick 3 and rock and roll. Rock and roll. What's the goal is to count and then checking out the apothecary system. Again, new game playthrough to see what the systems, current systems are like, but also like how different is it to play? How different is the experience with the pick 3, with the choose your 3 champions pack and the daily boost? Because I really believe at this point in time, that's the most efficient way to spend money at the start of the game. And we're gonna see what that's like. We're gonna see how quickly, how easily we move forward. Hey, there's a gold chest. You always get the 1, 3, 4 champs you plan to unlock before getting the final second champ in another slot. I mean, sure. I mean, there's ways to cheese it, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much. There's so many people nowadays start with the giveaways that have power. I'm just going to kind of, have to kind of control things a little bit. Oh God, I'm looking up here. I need to make changes to my settings already. Moses, thank you for 60 months with Prime. Yeehaw. It was someone's emote, and it was a crow with a cowboy hat on, and it said yeehaw. Like, oh my God. Like, that's great. Great. I'm down for the pun. I'm down for that pun. All right. So what do I want to do? So I already know there's things I want to change about my experience. Starting off, I've got Guinevere out here that we got free from the pack. I'm going to go into my settings and I want to change some things. Cinematic speed. This controls the story, like the story that pops up. I'm just going to go to instant. Basically, that means it won't pop up. Skip cinematics and free play. I don't want F1 and F12 leveling things. I'm going to turn off auto progress while offline for reasons that don't matter. So this stream, choose familiars at random, yes. Raises support, no. I don't even know why that's ever got out of the game. Always show enemy information, no. Hide equipment on swap portraits, no. Never open active tasks. No, we're actually, so here's the thing. With this playthrough, I am going to let active tasks come up and see how it affects the new player experience. As somebody who's late game, it's pointless. But we're going to see what it looks like for us. Sound effects and music. Anyways, I muted it already. Mute familiar attack sounds, sure. Play sound when in background, yes. DPS display. Base DPS is a lie. Tells you here when you hover over it that it's a lie. It also tells you when you hover it over out here. Average DPS is a little more honest, but there isn't a neither. There's a both. There's not a neither. I'm going to switch it to average just because this is an absolute lie. This is better. If you're trying, because the whole point of having this, it's this thing up here. The whole point of having this is to try to help you learn to build a good formation. And base DPS will not do that. Average is a little better at it. Because when you make changes, what's going to happen is usually you'll see, oh, maybe it's only when base DPS is enabled. You'll see it change colors. With base DPS, it's lying to you, and those color changes aren't necessarily representing reality. So I like to get off of that so that I don't want to encourage people to learn to build poor formations, which is what it does, unfortunately. Effect description, I want as advanced. I'm shocked that it started there. Maybe it saved one of my old the settings. I think normally it starts as basic. You want it on advanced. I don't want gamepad UI. I do want scientific notation. To upgrade notifications, no, I do not want that. I do want narrow bench boxes because I'm used to it. Show all bench seats. Yes. So now we'll see them all. You could see it filled out down here in the bottom. We can see them all even before we can afford them. Console UI portraits. I am going to keep these on. I hate the way they stare at me. But I'm going to keep them on so I can hopefully remember which account I'm on as I'm playing. Scale familiars on champion level up. Yes. Notify of unread change logs. Yes. Okay. Display. This is all. Yeah, that's all fine for me. Okay. Disable. I don't care about this. We're going to disable flashing lighting effects. We're going to always animate familiars at 1x speed. We're going to disable the screen shake. Don't know what this one actually does. Enable bouncy damage text. I like the bouncy damage text, but I will leave it off. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now Guinevere is down here just chilling. Still clicking, but we don't have to deal with the animations. Some of those animations have flashes, so that's why it gets disabled under flashing and lighting. Increases the damage everyone in the column behind her. Yeah, I know, Bruno. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. And now it's the wait. I don't have any. I didn't loot any speed potion, like smaller speed potions. I don't want to use this one. Got 1,000 corrupted gems. The game isn't telling you what those are for yet. I don't want to open any gold chests yet. Just to be clear. But now we can see. So these are all of our core champions. So this list, when we talk about core champions, this is the list. These are the 12 champions that you start the game with. Normally, you wouldn't have any of these swippy swappy buttons. But the goal is to get swippy swappy buttons in every bench seat. That's one of our main kind of midterm goals. Because that's going to get us access to more stuff. And that's these swippy swappy buttons happen when you can swap champions. So weird. Oh, it's so weird seeing them staring at me and judging me for my decisions. So we're earning fish. The event is on. Oh God, the event is on. That's right. We're going to have to dive into the event so that we can get some new champions. The tutorial is I didn't even realize, because the tutorial doesn't, I mean, I know the event's going on. I've been doing it, but the tutorial doesn't have any event icon stuff in here. And none of the buff icons that come up here really stream down. This is more what the game looked like when it first came out, is not a lot of stuff. There weren't even familiars actually when the game originally came out. So all you had down here was your ultimates and then this. You didn't have this, you just had these two. Bud wasn't a thing. So you had this, you had ultimates, and then you had your inventory. And then everything else that was up here was real clean. Yeah. So you'll notice I'm clicking the distractions every now and then, because look, right now we'll take whatever gold we can get to level up so that this is a nice smooth transition. We only have to get to like area 25. One thing we're gonna have to do, I mean, a big part of this experience is exclamation point code, right? So if I exclamation point code, come over here. This is the cryptex. You want to hold down left control, click on this. So then it opens and closes real quick. And then we want all of our Electrum chess codes, which, man, there's a lot in the Discord, hashtag combinations channel in the official Discord. These are going to be huge. We're going to get a little bit of a watered down effect because I've got those 3 free champions, which is unfortunate. I'm just going through, right now I'm going through the Discord. I'm starting at the bottom, and then I'm scrolling up and I'm copying everything until it tells me they're expired. There may be some other codes out there that are like permanently active. We'll take a look for some of those. Whatever power we can start off with, we want to start off with, right? So this is the kind of stuff that would be available to anybody starting out. All of these. We're not going to open these yet, though. We're going to try to be. I'm gonna try to be efficient with how I open my chests. Now, most of the time, if you're brand new, if you're just opening all the chests, totally fine. I'm going to try to be a little more hyper efficient, just because I know how the chests work. I know how chests work. Does that mean you're going to get the Celeste gear chest? Yeah. If that one's still available. Hey, Sargoto. If that one's still available, I will absolutely throw it down in this. I will also, I'm already signed up for the newsletter, so I'll get newsletter codes, and I will punch those in once a week. Man, how many of these are active? This is wild. There we go. This offer's expired. All right. Try. That one's expired? Yes. Okay, we're into the expired zone. 16 chests a week now. Oh. Okay. Okay. Flesh is active as of 5 days ago. Nice. Brand new account loop. Yes. Yes. New accounts on Epic. This is going to be different. So in the past, all of my new accounts have been free to play. This one is not going to be free to play. I'm going to make 2 purchases. I'm going to make I'm going to buy the Pick3 champion pack, like the 3x choose your champion pack, and the daily boost. And we're going to rock through. I think it's really, the daily boost is hands down the most efficient way to spend money on the game. And if you got $5 every 30 days, you can throw at the game. I think it's worth it. I think it's really worth it. And then the 3x choose your champion pack, if you're brand new, or I mean, even if you're not, like the fact that you can get 3 champions with, you get the green gear, full green gear to start, then you get some platinum chests, and platinum chests are ridiculous, ridiculously good, and a golden epic for all of them. It's way better now. Like the purchasing experience is so much better now that they've gone to the platinum system. New account, all the stuff I forgot about since starting 34 months ago. Yes. 34 months. What's the join Garware button in game? Oh, it's come say hi. Hey Sylvanas. Hello Nathalis. Hello Gartoffeland. Reply failed. I don't know, maybe. Ryun, thank you for the follow. All right, so we are at area 22. I think we just have to clear area 25 for the tutorial. And now we can move our champions up into a bit of a different formation, because we're about to throw Calliope in the mix. So I'm gonna have to change my formation layout. But this is a tight little triangle. Nayeli basically buffs the column directly behind, which means you want your DPS, which is currently Jarlaxle, right behind. Brunar buffs in the same column. Celeste buffs adjacent. She also heals right in front, so this isn't ideal for her healing, but it is great for damage and keeping us kind of far back as possible away so that Nayeli isn't tanking until she has to. But when we add, here we go, Calliope to the party, it's going to change. Strange Orb is our actual quest requirement. We can click back here once every 5 to 6 seconds. We can click on the orb and it'll lose a little segment of health. This, because it says like 10 out of 25, this is what's called a hit-based enemy. So you just have to hit it for 1 or more damage and it's going to lose life. But with clicks, you can only do that once every 5 seconds. And familiars won't do it, because familiars are clicking the thing closest to your party. So you have to manually click back here. Jarlaxle's stabbing it though, and he's going to get us through this. Jarlaxle and our clicks. Come on, let me click it. There we go. All right. Oh, and I'm like, let's get Calliope in. Now let's just prep for Calliope. So we're moving up a single column. I'm going to move Celeste here, and we're going to put Calliope behind us. Because of the way Calliope works. Calliope buffs the column in front. So now Nayeli will get healed from Celeste also with this setup. Could have done it before now. I just chose not to. So we're going to do this for now. It's just to get us through the tutorial. We will adjust everything as we go. Are the 2024 secret codes still active? No, I think they end when 2024 ends. Yeah. I just started playing last weekend. Welcome to the game, Drexel. When we say new account, it looks like the first mission. Yeah, this is the tutorial. Those numbers are way higher than mine. They shouldn't be. or hey, they might be, because I'm building a proper formation. So take these formation examples to heart. Like, I'm trying to explain why I'm putting people in places. The way you build your formation matters. Ultimately, we're going to want life domain here for advanced reasons. The formation is incredibly important to getting your damage up. Also, I've turned scientific notation on because it's easier. It's easier to know if you're improving and if things have gone up or down with scientific notation than trying to decipher the letter combos. Yeah. I've opened some silver chests, so I do have like 4 pieces of gear out. I don't know that that's going to make a big difference, but we're going to ult this fire elemental with fire. That doesn't make sense. I feel like he'd be immune to that. I feel like he'd be immune to that. There we go. I think that's the tutorial. Yes. Join with a huge pack of great champions. Yeah, some people do. Yeah. I didn't want to open all those chests for some reason. Oh, when you start though. I mean, You can when you start. You don't know what you're missing. We've journeyed hard and completed the objective for this adventure. Now it's time to complete it and reset it. Yeah, this is the core loop of the game, is what they're trying to tell you. We'll earn the favor of Torm and earn more gold on our future adventures. Click here to do that. Yes, we want to do that. Now, back in the day, there was a second tutorial. There was a variant of that first mission that we had to do to move on. They've gotten rid of that. Yes, so now we could jump straight into the campaign. Is as I thought, lots to do. Doing adventures gives you gems, which are always nice to have, and more favor with Torm, which will cause enemies to be dropping more gold for us to collect. Yes. So we're going to hop into the Curse Farmer. This is your introduction to actual adventures. So Area 50 is the minimum everywhere else. And for the reward, we're going to get 100 gems when we're done. Newsletter sign up, cancel. I'm already signed up. Daily rewards. Yes, I'm going to claim 10 platinum and an electrum chest today. Thank you very much. But this is what we're going to get. We're going to get the daily boost down here with platinum for 20 extra platinum. So we're going to triple our platinum every day. And we're going to get, thanks. And we're going to get the Pick3. Now we get all the ads and all the stuff popping up in all the places. It's our weekly party. Oh, Jarlaxle. Nice. And Celeste. Ooh, this is great. Right. Hey, this is great. I only have 121 gems. The first thing I'm going to want to spend gems on is the Mage Hand. So I'm actually going to save up. Instead of buying silver chests, I'm going to save for the Mage Hand 250 gems. Then I'm going to be buying more silver chests. We're going to stay away from nerds. We're going to stay away from skins. We're not going to stay away from, we're not going to do click attack stuff. We're going to buy familiars when they make sense for us. But we need gear first. We need some gear. We need more gear. We need a lot more gear. Okay. But yeah, so same champions and same positions. Again, building your formation is the key, right? I just got an event token. It's trying to explain events to us. Ryan just started 2 days ago. Welcome to the game. Your guides helped a lot. Yay! As a new player, should I just be doing the event campaigns? Yes. When should I switch to the main story campaign? When you've done the base, when you've unlocked the champions, like unlock your featured champions in the event and flex. We're about to talk about this because I've got to do it, right? Once you've done those, and you've gotten some favor and you're kind of stalled out in the event, then go back to regular campaign stuff. Let me show you now how to swap in your new champion. Yeah, so click here. Oh, they want you to click like this, don't they? This is too much information. Yes. Yes, I can get it. Yep. Okay. Good, thanks. Yes, Bruno, I know.
Renzo thanks his sidekick.
Oh, Ryusa the Shuckle, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I'm a little behind in chat. I'm working on it, folks. You open your Electrum chest pretty fast. Yes, that's why I said hold down left control and then click on it when you're on PC. Is there a possibility to do this on Android also? Probably not. Probably not, because there's no left control on Android. Maybe talk to... It should just be default, honestly, on everywhere, but maybe talk to David on Dev Insights. We're going to be rating them later today, in a couple hours. And that would be I feel like it should just be default on consoles and mobile devices just to speed up the experience. Was it always like that? You start the game, you get all core champions at the start. I mean, technically you have them all, but we didn't used to be able to seed them, right? Show all bench seeds. This is what you would see. It would show you the ones you had unlocked plus whatever came next. Or if you had a lot of gold saved up, the way this visibility works is if you have enough gold to unlock the next one, it will show up. But they added a setting which lets us see all of the champions that we have access to, all of the bench seats we have access to. So you always have access to all of them. You just maybe don't have the gold to get them in yet, right? Because it takes more as it goes. You have 1,000, it was E3, E4, E6, E7, E9, E11, E13, E15, E17, E20, right? It's just more and more gold. More and more gold. Okay, so I think I have better champions with the starter gear. My formations, I think, are on point, but you have like 25% gold find. But it's 100% now. This is a valid statement. What is that coming from? Is it from... Oh, it wouldn't be Quest. Daily Reward doesn't just give platinum. I don't even have this one yet. Is it from Fleetswag? No, because I have no boons going on. I don't know. That's a good question. We take them out. No? Yeah. I don't know where this 100% gold find is coming from. It's not dying in one shot. I'm scared. Welcome to the beginning of the game. Having played far too many idle games that didn't have scientific notation, I've learned the codes for all the numbers. Oh. Scientific notation is weird to you? See, scientific notation is so easy for me because at the end of the day, I don't have to know what number it is. This is probably the best way I can help you get comfortable with it. Is what that number actually represents doesn't matter. What matters is, did the number after the E go up or down when you're making changes? And as you're progressing, is it generally overall going up? Right? That's all that matters. And that simplifies things incredibly. And then when you want to say, I have this much, like I have, EO something gold find or EO whatever bud, people understand that reference better than the letter combinations. Like instantly understand. Give Jorlaxle his right specialization to increase gold found. We never got that. He's not in the... Hold on. I'm going to restart in case there's a bug. Because that shouldn't be there. I'm happy it's there, but... Yeah. It could be just the difference between what you're looking at in scientific notation. Absolutely could. But there's also a weird bug. No, I'm getting 100% gold find and I don't know where it's coming from. Tell me where that's coming from. I remember when I first started playing being so concerned that I equipped the wrong gear to the wrong hero. Yeah, no, it's not like that. I have that. Look, I play another game that God, this is so much nicer. Let me just put it that way. This is so much nicer. Onyx. I'm struggling with Desmond's last event variant. People keep saying that. E97 just puts myself to E107, but I try again. Do you have any formation recommendations? I can't do formation recommendations, Onyx. You should know that. But I mean, Desmond should be in. It's really just your best combination of champion. Go all the way back to Area 1. You get 9 champions. Whatever your strongest, because there's no. It's strength 16. It's a Krond formation. If you have Krond geared up, it's the strength 16 plus. That's right. It's really begging for you to do a Krond formation. Krond DPS. But if you don't have those champions leveled well or geared up well, it's going to be a problem, right? Hey, Dance Lover. Just arrived. What's the challenge here? I'm starting a new account, I guess. It's not so much a challenge as that I want to see what the game is like with the things that have changed. So we just got a new apothecary system. We also have a new platinum shop. I play the game with the platinum shop. And while we're pushing, I need to actually go take advantage of that. Which probably means, hold on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this Pick3 champion thing. It doesn't show this on the screen, right? Good. I've got epic rewards that I can use for this. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to use. Okay, good. Enter creator code. If I enter my own creator code, do I get money back? I'm doing it. Well, they won't let me use my own creator code, right? This just in, if you play on Epic, please use my creator code. Oh my god. No, this was already... Hold on, it's making me enter in. Yeah, okay. Look, we love two-factor authentication in this house for payment information. So people can't be using my money. People can't be using my money to buy their stuff with. Awesome, awesome. Come on. Processing, processing, processing. Boom. Okay, so this we are going to use. So I just got a bunch of platinum. I get a new familiar. I get potions of speed, potions of specialization, and a bunch of scrolls of champion summoning. And we're also going to do this. We're going to unlock the daily boost. The daily boost is 700 platinum up front, and then 20 more a day when you log in for 30 days. So 600 more. 1,300 platinum for $4.99. $5.99 in the platinum shop gets you 840 platinum. Now, it gets it to you all at once, but this is the more efficient way to do it. You can only do this, well, you can buy it early, but this is a once every 30 days thing. Again, efficient, effective, use of our income. Oh. All right. So the idea, so now I can claim this track. So now I'm getting, instead of 10 platinum a day, I'm getting 30 platinum a day, which will let me buy more familiars. Now, speaking of familiars, I can now hold F to place familiars. And now I've got a second familiar out. Yay. And then what I'm going to want to do is, now I've got almost 2,500 platinum. I'm going to want to start keeping an eye on, any deals for familiars. Familiars are really the great quality of life thing for moving forward, and a great way to spend stuff up front. So now that I have platinum, I could come over to packs. I can click familiar. I can click cost. Oh, 588. Yes. 30% off. Thanks. And I get some potions with it, which I'm not going to use yet, but I will take it. And now I have another familiar. Great. 3 familiars on the field is mwah, because that's going to automatically pick up gold and any quest items and move us forward through the game faster. Now I don't have to come over here and pick everything up. All right. The other bearded nun, maybe an odd question. No, it's all good. The yellow equipment, orange, but everybody sees colors differently. For you, it might be yellow. If you're higher than purple, it's not, but I get it. How do you get it? It's from Trials of Mount Tiamat and the Legendary Forge, and we have an ad break, so we will TLDR that again. But yeah, you get it from you have to forge legendary effects onto epic gear, and it changes the color of the card. All right. So what do I want to look at? I want to, well, we'll do this when we come back. I want to switch now. I'm going to want to use my champion scrolls. Where do those go? Oh, under scrolls. And we're going to pick our 3 champions. Not that we have enough gold to get them all in yet, but we're going to do the thing. We're going to do the thing. And we'll talk about the other stuff that's coming up as well. As we get more access to more things, we'll talk about those things. Ad break ends in 30 seconds. If you haven't been here before, I don't like to talk. If you're not getting an ad in your region, I don't like to answer questions and address chat and explain stuff when we're on an ad break. So it's just kind of like a pause. But I need the ad breaks because the ad break's scheduled every 30 minutes for 90 seconds. Makes it so we don't get pre-roll ads when people show up, but those are always annoying. And random and ads over me explaining stuff. Are we back? I think we're back. Okay. So So TLDR for orange gear, legendary gear. It's from Trials of Mount Tiamat. You have to unlock that in the game by completing Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, that campaign, the storyline part of that campaign. You'll get access to upgrading legendary effects onto your gear. All right, Sunny Chase. If you can't get tier 2 done, for example, in the event, is it not worth to keep farming the favor? It depends on how much favor you have. One of the things you have to kind of learn over time in this game is, have you gotten all the favor you can get for the moment? So when you try to do a deep favor run, are you getting more than one order of magnitude of favor? This is scientific notation. So are you getting more than EO1 favor after a run? Like right now, I'm going to get 1. If you're not earning at least an order of magnitude favor on a run, you're close to done with the formation that you have and the power you have. And you need to work on other things to get your power up. Events go for 3 weeks, so you can kind of put the event on pause, go do other stuff, get gems, build favor, come back, and hit it again when you have more power. How do more experienced players get to them? It's a combination of things. It's not just better gear. It's overall account power is what I like to refer to it as. One thing we need to go look at is we earned favor in Torm right here. I have 100. I can spend some of it. Like I could spend half of my favor on getting 50% more damage. Now here's the thing. We want warnings enabled. This little checkbox. So make sure it's enabled. Because if I go to do this, it's like, whoa, do you want to spend 50% of your favor? And the answer is no, I don't. When this warning comes up, you want to say no. If I had more favor, I would buy more permanent power. These on the left side, PC, I think on console it puts them all in a row, but these are just for Sword Coast. But this one, this double damage, applies everywhere. And you can take this kind of permanent power. This is one example of permanent power, the gain that you can take into events and other places. There's also going to be under patrons. I don't have any unlocked yet, but they have perks, which are like blessings. Lots of power. There's local and global there too that you can take in. There's Modron cores. There's obviously your gear and legendary effects and all kinds of stuff. So someone like me on my main account can hop into an event and do all 4 tiers right away because of the accrual of overall account power. Lol Hubris, Icky Weezy, thank you for the follows. Okay, so one of the things I got, I did the pick 3. I'm going to go Scroll of Champion Summoning. What does this even look like? Cool. Okay. I've never seen this before. Because I own all the champions. Oh, there's a surge. So here's my 3. I want Diana. It's going to give me green gear to start. It's going to give me for all the slots, but then it's also going to give me a golden epic for one of her slots. And it's going to give me a bunch of platinum chests that I can open whenever I want. So I want to say yes to this. I'll take that. Okay. And we've now recruited Diana and we've gotten some achievements. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. We do it again. Next up, I'm just going right over here. Eliwick. Can't get these champions into my formation yet, but I don't care. These are the ones that I want to start the game with. The same stuff. I'm going to get a bunch of stuff for her. Awesome. Final one is the one that I need right now. Ishii. Ishii's going to be my DPS. The other 2 are support champions. But Ishii is going to be the DPS starting off instead of Jarlaxle. I'm getting a lot of achievements for Ishii. Okay, so I'm going to come down here, slot 4. Boom. Jarlaxle had no gear. Ishii's coming in 4 greens and a golden epic. Oh, God, and I just realized which golden epic it is, too. All right. Well, that's beefy. That's a beefy start. I like it. Did you know you can spin those gems you'd be getting from bosses? Sure. Click here to purchase it. No, I'm going to close that out. I appreciate you telling me how to do that, but I already know how to do that. Okay. This is Ishii's slot 2, which is faster, harder, stronger, which is her. We can't take advantage of this as well as I'd like right now, but this is a great one to get a buff on. I like it. I would have preferred let's find some treasure, but it's okay. So Ishii's going to feed us as we get her leveled up. She's going to feed us. Obviously, she's going to be our DPS, but she has gold find. And the reason I've chosen her is she has an ability where when she defeats bosses, there's a small chance that she loots a piece of their item and adds it to her own gear. And mechanically, that means she raises her item levels, and item levels are power. So she feeds herself permanent power, which is just glorious starting a new account. Coming down here, seat 9, Diana's going to swap with Makos. She is a speed champion and a support champion. We want her for the speed, but she also feeds us Electrum chests. She scavenges Electrum chests, and that's going to help us a ton leveling up off the start. Over here, Tyrell's going to swap with Eliwick. Eliwick, oh, that's the golden epic for, oh my god. That's a fantastic buy. I would have been better to be here. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that's great. Okay, I'm happy with those. She's going to feed us, well, obviously she's a sport champion, which is great. She also has gold find boost, which is great. She's also boosts gem gain, which is the big one, right? Because we want lots and lots of gems. Gems are truly, truly outrageous. In this game, the more of them we can get, the better. The game is really just kind of all about how many gems can you earn? How quickly can you earn them? And can you buy a lot of chests with them? That's the loop of the game. Now, let me get back to chat. Because we're waiting. We got to get to area 50, and we're just kind of slowly moving forward. I don't have any speed potions at the moment. I got these, but we don't want to waste these right now. It's a lot. All right. Did they remove skins from the market? No. They didn't, because I just saw a bunch of them. I'm going to stop clicking this. I'm going to just use the hotkey. So 60 chips. What? Okay. All right, I'll take those. Okay, we can't use them yet. Can't use them yet, but we'll take them. No, we were just over here, and skins are here. Like, there's Potent Gale, Robe of the Weave. We come down, here's a bunch more. There just aren't a ton of them in here, right? I wonder. Oh, okay. I was like, Jarlaxle's birthday one, but they probably put it in wild offers because before this existed. So again, the first thing I recommend everybody save up for is 250 gems to get this. Mage Hand. Is there any deals over here? 100 component chests for 500. If we were at the point like that's, I'm not gonna lie, that's super tempting. That's super tempting. Even though we don't have access to that yet, because I know how much of a deal that is in the future. I wish I got that on my main account. Is what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. All right. Dun, 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 dun. I'm in a possibility of putting codes from Discord. Oh, yeah. No, you can absolutely. You can put in codes. Oh. Ooh. There. See, I've never played on mobile, and I know some shops don't like to do free stuff, but if you open up the so the chest code, if you open up here and this cryptex is available to you, tap on it. If it opens up to this, then yes, you can do codes from streams like this. I've never used mobile though. Shadak, thanks for the follow. And I know some places don't like to do the giveaways like that. But I thought they resolved that. I don't know. I'm catching up in chat, folks. Hold on. I'm trying. Oh, yeah. If you only have 4 champions for Desmond's thing, then that's going to be a problem. Yeah. You got to get a deeper bench. Curious how the apothecary changes early game. Me too, Maxie. That's one of the reasons we're doing this. Can you have scales from Bobby, but not the forge accessible yet? Yes, and you can then go in and click this button on this screen and use Bobby's scales to forge legendary effects. It's a little bit of a oopsie on their part. You can actually get there before you've unlocked it. Yeah. Just remember early on, you really just want to forge legendary equipment on epics for champions that you would be using in trials, which generally means you don't want them on your core champions. Maybe, depending on later on, the early evergreens, you're not going to want them on either. Some of the later evergreens are, but even if you've done that already, there's ways to get those scales back at some point in the future. My issue is definitely scientific notation. Okay, Drexel, great. Yeah. Honestly, scientific notation is great. If you want me to explain what scientific notation actually means in terms of numbers, I can, but I think the best way to really process it when playing this game is to just think about it as an indicator and not the fact that you really don't need to know what the number is. You really don't. As a new player, is there a specific target number of familiars I want to aim for? There's things, like I said, Guinevere is absolutely free when you first start playing the game. She's in the packs. I demonstrated, so she'll be right up here at the top left. You get that. Next one you want to get is Mage Hand at 250. If you end up spending some money on the game, then you'll have 3. 3 is kind of a first step, because with 3 on the field, if we hover it over this, it says with 3 or more familiars, gold will be instantly collected, and it's gold and loot items. So it creates a bit more of an idle experience for you, since idle is in the name of the game. But it also acts as kind of a speed effect, because the second if it's dropping loot items, it picks those up too, and the second you get it, it's going to get enough for your quest meter at the top, right? It's going to move you forward. So it's going to make things a little quicker. The next target is 5. With 5 familiars or more, boss sacks are picked up right away, because usually there's a bit of a delay. The boss sacks you kill the boss, the sack bounces out and it sits there for a bit, and then it opens because it wants you to click on it, and then it opens, and then stuff gets picked up, and then you move forward. Well, if it picks it up right away, again, a bit of a speed effect. So 3 is the kind of the first great stop. At 4, you can put 3 on the field, and then early on you can level up your click damage. We'll get into how you make that decision later. We don't really have enough favor to be wasting our stuff on that at the moment, or gold on that. So, having an extra one, then, 4 is nice, but then 5 is, then you want all 5 out on the field. 6, 5 on the field, 1 over here. 7, all 6 out, because with 6, it would kill these distractions in the background automatically, which early on is like, you're going to get these gold achievements faster. You're going to get gold faster in general. Making more gold early on is a big deal. And then after 7, it's like 6 on the field, 1 over here. There's, you can add to the roaming ultimate bar. You can start leveling up champions. It's whatever. But the big kind of quality of life ones are like 3 and 5 out here. And then maybe 1 more over here, just to start off with. But it takes a little time, depending on how you're getting them, right? But the more you get, the easier, the more kind of, again, enjoyable the game is, I think. They don't add power, so you don't want to ignore buying things like chests to save up for them. I have like a rule of thumb for when I make gem purchases. The only time like I'm saving up for this one, because habit, I guess. Normally I wouldn't have. I would normally only have the Guinevere one, and I would want the second one as quick as possible. So we're gonna save and we're gonna get it. Then I'm gonna buy silver chests until all of my core champions are clean or better. Like gear. Then I'm going to start buying gold chests, but I might then save up for Jeremy the baby tiger first, because that was the price of 2 gold chests. and then I'll buy some of these, and then we'll get this one, and then I'll buy more of these. And it's just basically from that point on, it's like buying gold chests or buying familiars based off how much you have. And I just realized I do need to, hold on. I'm going to turn this off for a second. I do need to sign up for the newsletter again, just so I can get hitched. Okay. I didn't want to put in my email address. Not that it isn't out there, but okay. Now I'm going to go over to my email account. Because if you can get free champion, right?
Renzo thanks his sidekick.
No, I don't need that. I don't need, okay, yeah, there's all my receipts. For my purchases, thank you. Appreciate it. They haven't sent me, okay, they haven't sent me my newsletter yet. Put this over here and wait for my newsletter and it just showed up. Good job, Mailbot. C&E Mailbot. Okay. So here's what I did. So I signed up. I just punched in my email address into that pop-up. And now they send me a code. It isn't always a code on all devices, but for PC, they're going to send you a code. I'm going to put it in. And it's going to get me Hitch, the champion. Got a good human rogue. Nothing else. Hitch is here where Delana is. So now we have a swippy swappy button here. Boom. Swap it. You want that swap. Trust me. Trust me, you want that swap. Because that's going to be way more functional for you than Delana. Delana is a pure DPS champion. And the core 12 have too many DPS champions. Yeah. Bonnie Bees, thank you for 43 months. All right, we are getting some good levels on our champions here. Thanks to Ishii. So meta. Unlocked 25 achievements. Great. A good size troop. Recruit 6 champions. That means just have them out in the formation, by the way. Oh no. I guess we're going to go here. It doesn't actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because Ishii doesn't qualify for any of this. We're going to go potpourri so that we can get a little bit of attack power on Ashara in case we need it. But right now you can see Ishii has like the highest damage. If we were to look over here, you'd see Ishii has the highest damage. Again, this is a bit of a lie. This is absolute garbage, but this is a bit of a lie. What we want is down here, and it shows Ishii doing the most damage. Bud. Bud is your bud. Right here, base ultimate damage. That's what we care about. And when in doubt, we're going to upgrade Ishii first with any gold we get. Got some more over here. Unlock Hitch. Cool. Not going to open those chests yet. At all. At all. I have not, Gargoyle. 2,000 item levels for patrons seems wild. No, it's total item levels. It's not like for every champion. Oh, hey, if you're new, on Nayeli, Oath of Vengeance is a support spec. Oath of Devotion is the tank spec. It doesn't explain this. It's like, do you want double damage or only 70 health? What it's not telling you is that this also unlocks her health share and gives her better health upgrades over time. They've never fixed this. You want Oath of Devotion if you're using Nayeli to tank with, and I am. Ishii spec choices, friend of the familiar, friend of the feared, or friend of the exceptional. We're looking for the highest number here. And because we don't have a full formation yet, we want to kind of extrapolate a bit. We're going to have like half elves. We're going to go friend of the familiar. It isn't going to make a huge difference for us right now, but in the future it will. These choices are going to make a big difference. How long before you start working on Modron cores? Quicker than usual because I have these other 3 champions. Basically, the reason we tell everybody the first thing you want to do is try to get 2 champions in every bench seat is because that's how you get access to your first Modron core. And I saw somebody go, Modron what? Icky Weezy. Modron cores are these a combination automation feature and a buff provider progress power provider. And it's a little mini game that we call the pipe game. So you get a Modron core. I can't demonstrate it because we're not there yet, but you get a Modron core, and then you start getting pipes out of those Modron component chests. You open these to get different shaped pipes, and you have to pipe this power flow to buffs and turn on buffs and make them bigger. It's a whole little mini game that gets you power. And you have to level your core up. They start at level 1 and they can level up to 15. And they level based off, you get 1 XP for every area you complete with that core slotted in this party, helping to buff it. So the sooner you can get started leveling up your cores and getting the benefits of those, the better, right? So we try to get 2 champions in every bench seat. So I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far, I just started. This is what happens when you start with either like you're paying for something or there's a freebie pack. I kind of got a combo of both. So I'm gonna I will get a swap for 7 from this event. For sure, because if we look over here, the champions limit unlock are in 9 and 7. So Sheila's going to be a swap in 7. So I'm going to need 2, 5, 6, 11, and 12. So I would then make my decisions in the event looking for 2, 5, 6, 11, and 12. 2, Solok, even though he's a subpar champion, it'll get me there. 11 and 12. So there's the 3. If I can get all 3 of those, I will get all 3 of those. That's how you make your decisions. It's not necessarily looking for the best, most functional champions, but getting to split the party fastest is going to help my overall account progress more. Thank you for the compliment, QBZ. Or just power game the new players start. I mean, that's what we're trying to demonstrate. Like, everybody can use these same tips. Now, maybe not everybody wants to spend $30 on the game. You don't have to. If I wasn't, I would just be using Jarlaxle DPS. Same formation, all the other same things. A little slower access to stuff, right? The game is pay to progress faster. All right, I need to add another champion, so I need to move how everybody is placed into the more kind of our final form. So Nayeli ultimately wants to be up here, Jarlaxle here, DPS here, and we're going to do this, and we're going to add Hitch back here. I didn't necessarily need to put Hitch in right away, because just throwing him in doesn't make my party better. He doesn't have any gear, so it's not like everything gets better just because he's in. Which with some gear, it would improve a little bit just by having him there. Can I use the apothecary system yet? I can, technically. It's up here. I'm not going to. It's tempting to break down. Maybe we'll break something down in a minute. Just saved up 5,000 gems for the cube. Now I have 4 familiars. Nice. Now just make sure you're getting some gear. Buying chests and opening chests. I was going to buy the 4th hero scroll. Who would I use it on? Ooh. That's a good question. It wouldn't be Briv. Briv is an amazing tank. You totally can. Okay. So 2 is somewhere I needed a swap. Lae'zel would be on the table because of her speed effect. In 5, Briv would be on the table as a major tank. In 6 was another place. Shandy would be on the table because of her speed effect. 11. Oh, because I started with Ishii, Strongheart would be on the table for Ishii. That would be a big gain. I know a lot of people would be like Rust, but I would go Strongheart because of the synergy. 12. I mean, I'd probably just do Zorbu for the event, but if I were doing a champion... It's rough. There's a lot of good stuff in 12. The challenge here is that it's difficult to pick because I think I wouldn't get 12 because eventually I'd get Azaka, but for split the party reason. And functionality wise, like who would work right away? Vi would work right away. I think 12 would be like the last. I don't know that I would do 12 with a scroll. There's lots of options. If I hadn't, you know, if I'm ignoring split the party, then Human would be an option here in 8 for speed. Duke Ravengard would be an option for Holy Trinity if I were picking up Strongheart. I don't know. Everything gets more if then at that point. Said get something for free somewhere? I don't know what the context of that was. I am gonna go for potions, yes. Well, let me get caught up with chat. I did talk about your Desmond question. It's a Krond formation is what you'd be going for, but if you don't have a lot of available champions, you're just to be able to bud spike with, you're gonna be in trouble. For Desmond's third variant. Hey, Swan Master, thanks for stopping by. Use some of my gems to get feats at large discounts on the weekly offer. Yeah, I mean, when you're to the point where these are feats that you want to buy, then if they show up in the weekly offer and instead of 50,000 gems they're 20,000, then sure. It's not necessarily something you should maybe aim for early on, because the gems might be better spent somewhere else. But it just depends. How many newsletters you signed up for in this game? I think now that's 4. Because every time I start a new account, I have to enter in the newsletter to get. Every time I refresh this account, I have to put my email address in again, so that I can get get Hitch. So I can get Hitch. Yeah, it is what it is. Scientific notation is really, come on, scientific notation is really not that hard to explain. Look, and bigger the better is not enough. I appreciate that you want to get all technical, and again, I said I can do that. But for the purpose of a brand new player trying to start this game, understand what why scientific notation is going to be more helpful for them. Saying, well, bigger number is better is exactly what you need to hear. And is all you need to know for playing a video game. I don't need to go into it further. If you want to go into it further, you're welcome to, but that doesn't mean you try to criticize me. I've been helping new players get comfortable with games for like 17 years, guys. 17 years. You don't always have to give everything else related to something. I do put a lot of information in my guides, but it's all there for a reason. Is there a promotion somewhere? Not currently, no. Where's the sign up for the newsletter? Hamburger button, top left, main menu, then click newsletter. And then you can punch your email address, a valid email address right here in the game. And then, within 60 seconds, I got my email, so. Yeah, J-Dog, I just haven't had time to update the Reddit list yet. Wasn't there a way to get Modron chests without cash? Sure, from patrons. Also from leveling up your Modron cores, but we're not to any of that yet, so I didn't really go into it. Should I save up my silver chests for the event or open when I get them? I mean, the event's on right now, so silver chests, you just regular silver chests you open when you get them. Gearing up a new event champion, you go any electrums you have first, then named silvers from buying packs with your event tokens, and then named golds. And the golds are only after you get green or better gear. All right, we completed the Cursed Farmer. I'm not even going to push further. There's no need for that right now. It would get us more favor, but we just wanted to get set up. We did an adventure. Do I have 250 gems? I do. So you can do the tutorial and Cursed Farmer, have enough gems to come over here, buy the mage. And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So now there is an event going on, and I immediately want to switch gears and come over to the event. I'm going to unlock Sheila first. Am I? Yes. I'm going to unlock Sheila. Am I going to? Yes. We're going to unlock Sheila first for a variety of reasons. So, event unlock. So events, now we have 4 familiars. Events give you a different formation layout. Every champion that you try to unlock an event is going to have a different formation layout. Sheila's is absolute garbage for brand new players. But we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. Okay. Briv is on the table, but Briv isn't for speed. When you pick up Briv early, it's not for speed, it's for tanking. I would pick someone who you want all those platinum chests on rather than just picking for split the party. Well, but you try to pick for both, but I would only be picking out of the split the party seats. There's someone in every seat that's going to be good for those platinum chests. You're going to get the free Calliope golden weapon and blue items. That's the thing I've been forgetting. Okay, there's Celeste. Celeste has... I don't know if Calliope has one. Hold on. I know Celeste has one. Let me see. Is this... Let's see if... I'm going to test some codes, and we're going to see if some of these codes are still valid. No. Why are they still listed? Then... I don't know. Celeste starter pack. This is the one we want. Boom. I think... I don't think any of these others. I think these are all... No. What a spurt chest. What? What? Some of these should not still be active. And they are. Oh my god, there's some Eliwick stuff? Okay, there's some codes out there that should have been expired and are not. And we're going to take them all. These are real old. And I will, in a second, if you're wondering where these are coming from, I will tell you here in a second. I will link it into chat. So that everybody can enjoy this. But apparently some of these are just, they didn't have expiration dates, or they put the expiration date in like years from now. Which is something you can do when you make the codes. Normally the rules are Electrum chests are like for a week, like 7 days. And then some of the other stuff that gets made as promotional stuff, it's just dependent on how long they want it available for. Some of these Electrum codes are from like 2021. Oh my god. Still going. Still going. Wow, these are gold chests. We'll take these. This will help gear out our corn evergreens. Wow. Okay, this one's from 27. This next one's from 2017, and that's the last one. Okay, I just got all of these from here. don't think. No, okay, good. That one would have given me 5 more champions. That would have been ridiculous. This one probably isn't. This one they turned off. Yeah, that was the Carlock one. Just testing some of these other. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Odd. Oh my god. Okay, there's more. Also, if you're somebody who started playing the game years ago, signed up for the newsletter, then took a break, if you didn't delete all those emails, all those codes are valid, and you could spend a lot of time entering in those codes too. But and I actually have some old I have some old newsletter codes, and could get even even more stuff. But we're not going to do that because that isn't what a new player would have. But a new player could use all of these codes. Okay. Okay. That's everything. That's everything. So we're sitting at 29 electrums and a bunch of random chests. Some supply chests. We'll open these right now. Okay. Okay. Didn't hate it. The rest we're going to hold on to for reasons we'll explain later. Okay. Let's get back to business. Ah. So it isn't Calliope, it was Celeste that now has, she's got all blues and an epic, golden epic. So our Celeste is real strong now. I don't think there's a Calliope one, but if I'm wrong, I would love to know. I'd love to know that I'm wrong. Just let me know where that's at. Why would a streamer need to explain scientific notation? Is 6th grade math no longer a thing? I never learned it in school. So there's lots of reasons why people would need to learn that. Yeah. What you mean? You've been helping new players ease into games for 1.7 EO1 years? Oh god. How dare you always get Volo first? Not in my house. Not in my house. Oh boy. I'm not sure you need for brand new players qualifications on Sheila's formation layout is garbage. I do, because I don't think it's horrible for established players. You might not like it, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah. Oh, J-Dog, thank you. You knew exactly where I was getting those from. Random question. Hey, we're all for all kinds of questions here, Nathalis, because we got time to kill while we're slowly killing things. I need to make some speed potions. I'll try to remember to do that next. ADHD sucks. Random question, but if I use a time gate piece, do I get the same multi-clear access for the random tier you get in time gate and in events? No. Time gates suck. All you're going to get is the tier 1 variant. It's not going to help you complete event tiers of stuff. Because Time Gates 2.0, which is the version we're in currently, has not been updated to Time Gates 3.0 to work with new events 2.0. So Time Gates currently are kind of garbage compared to events. They're not going to help you finish event tiers. They'll only help you finish tier 1. Sadly, I deleted all his emails before I came back. No, it's okay. You're fine. Yeah. Oh god, I just remembered. Hey, there's a jukebox in the game, folks. I'm like, why is it so quiet? Why am I having to live with the voices in my head right now? Press X as the hotkey. Otherwise, it's buried up here under the info button. And there's 3 albums of songs that we created as a community. There's over 71 songs total, over 70 songs total, but there's 3 fully produced albums. I'm going to do the instrumental version. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I forgot how loud they made the jukebox. Good Lord, CNE, why? Why would you do that to us? I just broke so many people's eardrums. My own almost there. I like to put the instrumentals on in the background, but they have but you can do the same trick of closing them all and then open the fully, like the voiced ones, and listen to them all. It's great. That wasn't even max, Gargoyle. That was half. That was at 50%. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was loud. Look, on my face was priceless. Probably. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay. So we're gonna do some. Okay, so this is a new feature. So I've been getting potions, out of chests, but I also got a bunch of free ones. Ooh, I got a potion of polish too. But I can't necessarily use these. They're not all early on. These are what are called basic potions, like these champ damage, gold find, champion health, click damage, speed bonus up through here. These are your basic potions. They just added a new legendary tier. I don't even worry about that just yet. There's also these 7-day potions, which usually come from giveaways or buying packs in the shop. Those are not considered basic potions. But now we have an apothecary where we can break down potions we aren't using and turn them into potions we want. This is what I was waiting to start a new player account, because I want to see how I like speed potions all the time. This is taking forever to progress. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the apothecary and break down potions that I don't use as a new player. We're going to make sure we're keeping these purple epics here. We're going to need those for deep favor runs along the way, and we're going to need some of these down here. So we're going to break down some of these. We're going to break down these gold find ones, or these, giant strength ones. Don't need those as a new player. So I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna click here, prepare. I'm now gonna break all those down and get 66 reagents. Yes. Okay. Now I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna brew. I'm gonna click the right thing. These are in the wrong order. This is supposed to be over here, and all this is supposed to be moved down. But I want speed potions. I want 15-minute speed potions. Oh god, I can make me a bunch of them. Let's give me 10. Oh, because okay. They give you a bunch just because the system is new. So I'm going to brew 10 of these speed potions, and now I'm going to turn one on, and we're going to be going faster now. We're going to complete our content faster. That's right, you get a gross to start and a vessel. So now I've got a speed potion going. Speed potions and this type of speed effects, so game acceleration, can go up to 10x speed. I would not, in this situation, because I'm not going very far, I would not use an hour. Yeah, I wouldn't use an hour right now. I would use the 15 minutes. But normally, if you had a bunch of these small ones, you could combine it with that to get to go a little faster, right? So this one gives us 1.75x speed. This one gives us 1.25. They all multiply against each other. All potions stack multiplicatively except for click damage. Click damage stacks additively, because these are percentages, and this is a flat number of seconds. This is time. So you would add these time amounts up. But these all multiply against each other. Those are the ones you need to worry about. Gem bonus is, you get some of these early. You can pop it. It's going to help you get more gems, 50% off the bosses you're killing, but not from anything else. Lasts for 7 days. Through adventures, you just keep doing more and more adventures. All of them last through adventure. All of these 7-day ones last through adventures. Motor and core bonuses, that's honestly a late game and beyond thing. Arguably, it's not even functional. Potion of the Gold Hunter, if you get one of these early on, you could pop it. Double your gold. I mean, that matters when you're newer. Double your damage. That matters when you're newer. Later on, they're less important because the numbers are just small. Because we're dealing with a game with large number values. 100%, which is just double isn't a huge thing. It's nice when you get a lot of multipliers together, but so now we're going to finish a little quicker. That's the thing. I get frustrated when I'm starting new accounts because I don't have speed potions. So now this gives me speed potions and basically constant access to speed potions. So this is going to make, I think it's just increases your quality of life overall. Because if you're doing an active playthrough, if you're sitting here actively playing the game, you want speed potions going. There's a pirate or Kira skin. There is, and I bought it already on my main account. Thanks to Delcoon. Delcoon gifted me a pack that had some platinum in it. And then that gave me enough platinum to buy Orkira right away. She's right here. This pirate Orkira. There's a little skull over here. She's got a hook on her tail. She's got her horn pierced with the golden hoop. Pretty great. Pretty great. There's also a pirate Sheila. Oh god, here. No, recommended here. Swashbuckler Sheila, and this familiar is kind of adorable. It's a stuffed animal. Feathers the animated parrot. It's an animated stuffed animal. You can see the stitching. This pack's just a little more pricier than I want to down. Oh, there was a tattoo of a lantern. No, it's a tattoo of a skull. Skull. At least that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. Rorschach test? It's a Rorschach tattoo. You decide what it is, I guess. So how many... I'm looking over here at gems. I start getting super obsessive about how many gems I have. So I can buy chests. Now, arguably, you could just... All those Electrums I got, I could just burn them all. And that would get me gear on any champion that I own. I'm kind of delaying that. I don't want to do that yet for reasons. But when you're new, there is a lot of starting power there. No, I wouldn't be, it's totally acceptable to do that. Because I did the buy thing, I'm gonna be a little slower with some things than I might because I have power. Just need to get to it. Like we haven't even unlocked these bench seats yet. On a run. Makes sense because they were at a carnival before getting sucked into D&D land. Yeah, totally could have gotten... She could have won that Feathers the Parrot stuffed animal at the carnival. All right, I have 50 gems now. I'm going to come over here and buy a chest. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open that chest. Did they put it at the top? No, because they're jerks. They put it at the bottom. What'd I get? It is a blue. Hey, awesome. It's just on a champion that I already have a swap for and I'm not using. But look, it's got to get out there. We got to get those out of the way. It's over here from Mako's. And I'm going to be using Diana because I picked Diana in my pick 3. All right. What else is going on that I need to be aware of at this point? I don't need to worry about contracts just yet. Again, I'm not opening my chests. We just did some potion stuff. Don't have any more scrolls. I don't need to track my currency at the moment. They put that under currency. Interesting. Guess that makes sense. We don't have any pigments yet. So we'll just leave this. Well, put it there for now. Familiars working on active tasks. This is the new dialogue that they created and that they think is great. Let's take a look at it from a new player perspective. I did get my daily rewards. Active event. This is what I need to be working on, is active event stuff. Guide quests. Unlock tomb. This is unhelpful. Collect 500 total item levels equipment. Sure. This one's unhelpful. This one makes sense. This is a big no-no. Collection quests. Collect a piece of equipment each slot for 5 champions. Sure. I mean, that's... Hey, keep opening chests. Complete 5 adventures. We're working on it. Complete 5 variants. Not going to work on that. Obtain 5 Grand Tour blessings. Yeah, I'm going to get why they're trying to do it. Yeah, that makes sense. Mad Wizard, Beast Intentions, are you chick? Oh, how dare they? These two, fine. This, get out. No. Purple Fever achievement. Find 5. I mean, I can't really work on that. It's just going to happen on its own, and we don't have patrons. So this is a mixed bag for me, but we'll keep looking at it as we play. Why not? There isn't anything else up here that we really got to pay attention to. Yes, that I'm just sitting on. We could look at Torm, so I do have enough where if I bought this, it would get me, like, remember I said warnings enabled. Nope, it's still popping up a warning. I think it's 10%. Is it 10% or 5%? Yeah, I still need more favor before I can buy any blessings here. This is event favor. We're earning that right now, but it won't buy us any blessings. We don't need to worry about time gates. I have no pieces. We have no patrons. I need to collect 2,000 total equipment item levels. I have 20 champions. We just started. That ain't happening anytime soon. Well, I mean, it'll actually going to happen sooner than it would have normally. So the only other thing we can pay attention to is Fleet's Wake, and we'll hop over there in a second. This Calliope has no use in this formation. This is the problem. We can either choose Calliope or we can choose Celeste. And starting off, Celeste is better for what's going on here. So Calliope is just kind of here. She can't buff our DPS in this layout. And I don't have a swap for her in 5 yet, so... What are these blacksmith scrolls for? So, blacksmith scrolls add item levels to a champion. And item levels are power. You don't want to use these on your core champions or evergreen champions. So, the starting 12, which I'm now going to come over here. There wouldn't be. That's silly. Champion Origin Core. These are your starting 12 champions. They aren't going to need you to put item levels on them. They're going to get them automatically from you just opening chests. They don't need you to use contracts on them. Also, evergreen champions aren't going to need you as you unlock them, like Hitch. I just unlocked Hitch. They're not going to need it. They're going to get their gear from regular silver and gold chests. So you don't need to put your item levels on any of these. What you'll look at then is instead you want to use them on any event champions you have. So I only have these event champions. I'm not going to gear up these because this was a pack. I'm trying not to count this. We're trying to look at these pick 3 ones. If I was going to drop my contracts right now, I'd put them on Eliwick. And the reason is she has this item, Deck of Many Things, and it boosts both buffing power, gold find, that's a big one, and gem gain. So I'm going to try to give her some item levels. My first average item level target with those contracts as I'm using them is going to be 50 average item levels. So I can go use this right now, and I would just use it on Eliwick. And what it's going to do is it's going to split those up amongst these cards. I ended up going up 5 levels over here. Great. But that just took my progress towards Mert up by 24 item levels. Right? So it's using those contracts as well as opening lots of chests, which also gives you more contracts, is how you're going to get it to 2,000 total item levels. Yeah. There should be an active task at the start of the game for attempt Are You Chicken and fail to complete it. Yeah, it should say attempt Are You Chicken and fail. Are You Chicken is the first variant in the game. This game is built off the concept of base adventures, Cursed Farmer, and then variants of that adventure, and variants have different restrictions. Are You Chicken is the very first one, and you lose 4 slots of your formation to chickens. And this is what teaches you, A, don't do variants when they say deadly, but B, champions are huge amounts of power. And when you lose this many, you're kind of screwed. I argue that they named it Are You Chicken because they were trying to teach you that, you know, don't let the game dare you into doing bad things. It's like, are you chicken? Come on. I'm surprised the next one wasn't called Double Dog Dare or something. Because it's just bad decision making. It's bad decision making, the variant. Which should have a warning on it. I mean, it does. It says difficulty deadly. It does. I mean, it does. Nobody pays attention. It says difficulty deadly. But people ignore that. They find out why it says that. Also, those difficulty ratings, if you're new, they're really only there for new players. Because what they are is it's not a smart system. It's just like if you've ever been to an amusement park and they have a sign that says you must be this tall to ride this ride. It's a safety system. It's based off favor and only favor. So there's times when you can have enough favor, I'm taller than the sign, but I might not enjoy the ride because I don't like that kind of ride. Or there's times where you might not have enough favor. You might not be tall enough to ride the ride, but you'd love it if you could. So, you know, eventually there's a point where you can complete stuff even if it says that you shouldn't be riding that ride. But when you're new, you should take that as oh, I shouldn't be on this yet. I shouldn't be on this yet. But that's only once you've, like, in an adventure. The first adventure in any campaign is always going to say deadly. You still do it. Still go do it anyway. But the variants and stuff, never do a variant if it shows as anything other than easy, which is green in color. I mean, they even color code it. Well, I guess not everybody can see the color codes, but read it. If it says deadly, don't do it. If it says easy, you could attempt it. You still might not complete it, but... Okay, we're doing good. We only got to get to area 50 to unlock Sheila. Now, this is an event. We don't have a lot of favor. We're going to need to build up favor, but here's a little tip. On your first run, you don't necessarily need to get a ton of favor. You just need to get some. We've got 78 so far. You can see it at the bottom, the unreleased favor. It's based off the gold you're earning. Getting some favor, because favor is a multiplier for gold you earn. Getting some favor on your first run, like we're doing here, is good. And then you use your second run to do a deep push for lots of favor. So that's what we're going to do. And that's when I'll use more speed potions. We probably won't finish that deep run, unfortunately, on this stream, because we only got like a half an hour left today. Because we're going to go raid Dev Insights in about a half an hour. Yeah, I don't want to go this way. But tomorrow, as the ad break pops in, tomorrow I'll be streaming like for 5 hours. Trying to think if there's anything else we can do right now to optimize things, and I don't think there is. I think we're doing really good. We're having like no slowdown whatsoever. We're getting leveled up. I wish they'd fix that bug. I mean, look, we got good gold find. Yeah. Oh yeah, we aren't to feats yet. Have we leveled Bruner up? Nope, 640. You know, we can't even get feats in yet. Wow, wild. I think Sean will do a pop-up for your stream tomorrow since there's no community Q&A. Oh, I didn't know there was no community Q&A. There's no community Q&A tomorrow? Did they put that in announcements? Oh, yeah. I will ask. It's not about do you think. It's like I have to ask, and they have to have availability. Well, I'll ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, now this I should explain. Let's hop back. So the Kraken is Area 50 is the big boss in every adventure, and the first 50 areas of every adventure repeat. So every 50 areas you're going to run into the big boss again. The Kraken as an event boss is challenging for people. So let's break it down. It's actually one of the much as this might shock some people, it's one of the easier event bosses. So let's talk about why. First, you got three things going on here. We got a Kraken, we got tentacles down here at the bottom, and you can't see it, but there's a stream of enemies trying to walk out from behind the Kraken. We're killing them all instantly. You can kind of see underneath. The challenge of the Kraken is to manage the stream of enemies and the tentacles, because the Kraken itself is a hit-based enemy. If we hover it over it, it says 50 HP, which means all those little segments just need 1 damage to take off, which means everyone in our party can remove a segment from the Kraken. That's the easy mode way. The challenge is this vampiric tentacle. When it spawns and it smacks the party, it heals the Kraken. So you have to have the damage. You have to make sure you're killing the tentacles. And when you do, like we just did, if you can manage that scenario, the Kraken is easy mode. The Kraken is easy mode. I'm going to hit continue just for a second because I want to see. We got 200 favor. That's not bad. That's a pretty good multiplier. So we're going to go yes. Normally I say, hey, just go ahead and keep pushing. But I want to get right into... Oh, we unlocked Tomb. Great. I don't care. I'm not going to Tomb. They unlock these campaigns too early for people. Now we're going to go over, we did Sheila's. We're not going to try these. Say deadly. We don't want to go near them. We're going to go over here to Unfair Sea Volo. We're going to unlock Volo. Volo's, this is the reason I wanted to change. Volo's formation, much friendlier for deep pushing. Much friendlier. So we're going to throw an hour of speed. I'm going to let it run for an hour, even if the stream is over. And we're going to do... No, I'm not going to do an hour goal. I might do an hour click down. No, we're not. We don't have enough of those yet. Okay. This is what we're going to do. And I'm going to build this formation out. For Vola. Vola's is in the shape of a chevron. You can see here. Much easier. Oh, Shavik, yes, I'm ready. We binge watched Formula One Drive to Survive already. We watched all the behind the scenes stuff from last season. There was not enough drama. We were ready for racing. We're ready for racing. It's Formula One season, folks. It starts well, Thursday night here, but that's technically Friday in Australia. It's the first one in Australia? It's Friday wherever the first one is. Maybe it's... Is it not? It's Australia, okay. Like, wait, was it Australia? I was looking at the recordings. Fortunately, they don't all get broadcast in the US. So I'm not going to be able to... I may not be able to see all of it. Why are people always releasing the Kraken? Is it those PETA people? I hope so. You think your heroes that you're bought are must-have for beginners? No, absolutely not, Rising Flame. I've played this game. Normally I do free-to-play playthroughs when I start a new account. I have a collection of VODs up on my YouTube channel if you want to go watch my last year's free-to-play playthrough. And my new player reference... which is right here, is built off completely free to play. You do not need to spend any money on this game to play it. However, I chose this time to do the Pick3 because I think it's a neat pack, and I wanted to see how it works. If you can financially support the game, if that's too much, but you want to support the game, get this little $5. $5 to get you a bunch of platinum and login rewards, and to triple your login rewards. Yeah. But no, you don't have to get these champions. There's nothing that's must have as a new player. because you're not to the point, because everything works when you're new. All the champions will work when you're new. The challenge when you're new is is learning to build the formations properly. Yeah, which I'm kind of doing just automatically and not even talking about why I'm putting these champions here. That's because I know how these champions work. But yeah, it's a little bit slower progress. This game is it's pay to progress quicker. But nothing is locked away, you know, behind cash that you can't get in some other way for your progress. Yeah. F1 wise, who's going to win overall this year? We haven't even raced yet. How am I even supposed to get into that? I don't know. I will say I am excited about the prospects of McLaren and Ferrari to continue doing the great stuff they were doing at the end of last season. I hope that's a thing that happens. I know some of the bottom tier teams were climbing up into the mid tier, and I'm excited to see how they keep progressing, if they keep progressing. We also have like a huge number of brand new rookie, you know, or rookie in quotes drivers. What's going to happen with them? Like, this is going to be a wild year, especially since next year the rules change and it's a completely new car, like with different rules. And oh, wow. Does anyone want to play with Ariza? Trying to level up his support and enjoying Fleet's Wake, but not sure how good as an auto attacker. Ultimate requires me to click it. I'm AFK. Well, I mean, there is a roaming familiar bar. You can park a familiar here and let it just randomly walk around and hit ultimates for more automation. Just an FYI. Or you can park a familiar just directly on her ultimate. But generally speaking, I mean, she's okay. She's a solid support DPS. She's not like outrageously amazing. If you're new, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. It's really comes down to gear to make good champions when you're new. It's later on that things start, you know, changing with different power curves. If I don't root for Verstappen, I'd have to emigrate again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, because he's so good. I don't like him. He's a good driver. I don't think he's a nice human being. I gotta pay for F1 TV to watch it here. Man, I thought about it this year just because I was so upset at ESPN here not always showing everything that's going on. Yeah, that's what I want. I want more competition. So I'm hoping this season brings more competition to Formula One. Because last season, all the competition last season just made it so much more enjoyable. Hoping for Aston to pull something crazy this year. I don't know if... See, I think next year will be the do some wild stuff year. Potentially. But hey, you know, again, I'm all for more competitiveness. If they pull something out of their back pocket this year, awesome. I just learned how to put a familiar on the ultimate bar. Nice. Notice you don't put anything into click damage. I don't. So here's the rules for click damage. Down here in the bottom left, if you want to kill with click damage, the level that it is, like right now it's level 1, needs to be equal to or greater than the area you're on. So let me throw a bunch of gold over here. Yeah, 39. Hey, guess what I'm on? I'm on 39. Now it's 40. So I can take my mage hand, I can put it over here. And I can automate. This is why I said 4 is nice. I can put 1 here and I can put 3 on the field. And then I will kill with click damage until I reach a point where the area is higher than the... I'll instantly kill until the area is higher than the click level. Now, because it's an event, health on enemies is a little lower than normal, so I can click a little further. But at this point, I'm really kind of at the end. I shouldn't be spending more gold. I could have done it for the first 40 something areas. At this point, it's better for me to move this out here, invest my gold into my actual champions in my formation. But it's a good way, leveling up click damage when you're starting is a good way to progress faster through areas where basically you have enough favor to race through. Also, I get out of the habit of that because I use fire breath potions so much because they're an alternate way to do that. I just don't have any yet. They're an alternate way for you to make that progress. You click kill with your formation damage with Bud, this number here. And you can use that far further in an adventure, and it doesn't stack. Despite what it says, it doesn't stack with click damage. Okay, we're going to continue this one. This is our first kind of favor push. We want more favor. So we're already at 276 favor, which is better than last time. But we're going to try to get a lot more favor to try to... are we at 20? Wait, am I at 20 champions already? Oh my god, day one. First 2 hours, I'm already at 20 champions. We're ahead of the curve on this. Not super helpful to be there without the item levels. So so you know, click damage has a place. I prefer fire breath. I probably should have thrown this hour-long fire breath on, or maybe I should have made some fire breath, 15-minute fire breath potions. In fact, I can just go do that. Apothecary. Brew. Click damage. 15 minutes. Just give me one. No, give me two. Give me three. No, give me 10. Give me 10. Okay. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. I love this system already. Boom. Now we're going to kill with these guys. With our friends over here. Instead of the formation. Because we're doing E20 damage base. But we're doing how many seconds of that? 150 times E20. 1.5 E20. So now we can just sit back and just reap the rewards. And level people up. I'm not going to talk about efficient leveling today. There is an efficient way to level your champions. It's going to help you get further as you get closer to your wall. But the big thing just to remember up at the beginning is just to use the double up arrows. Just go from upgrade to upgrade. Because the in-between levels don't mean anything. Not really. Next year with Nui for sure, but this year at least a win would be good. Yeah, I mean, look, I would love to see Fernando Alonso win a race. Come on. It'd be great. But I think Adrian Newey's going to have more time to make an effect on the car. And we'll see that next year. A lot of smaller teams are not developing their 2025 cars, spending all development resources on the 2026. Yeah, have to. That's why I said I don't know what this year is going to really look like. Daziolan, as a new player, I have a Zaka. Is it recommendable? So you're at early game. Is it recommendable to do the tiers in event? If you can. In case, yes, how much? That's up to your power. So it's a power check. So tier 1, which is the first one, is anyone. Anyone can do it. Even a brand new player like me can do tier 1. Tier 2 is kind of early game power. If you are in the early game, you might have the power. You might want to try it. Tier 3 is usually what I consider mid-game power. You might be there, you might not. I have no way to tell you that. Tier 4 is late game power. So it's difficult for me out here, not playing your account, to know what your power level is. But if you know like how much favor do you have in the event, scientific notation wise so far, and what area are you able to push to with your best pushing formation, and that's going to give you an idea. In all of my guides to champions that I make, to these event champions, I have a breakdown of like their tiers and their tier goals. And then there's a little box, there's a little table that says how much your bud needs to be to beat each of the variants in those tiers, like at their highest levels. kind of the rough area you need to get to. So if you're not able to get to that, you're not going to beat it. But you can look at that and find out, hey, we're going to get Diana in for the first time. Woo! Where did the pack of 3 come from? So this is my Epic account, and I had it back when they did that Gale Halson Carlock thing that you had to claim outside of the game. And so every time I reset this game now, it's going to give me that pack, even though I didn't pay for it. It was an Epic giveaway. But then I did the pick 3 and I got Diana, Eliwick, and Ishii. That was what I paid for. The other was an Epic platform giveaway, and I'm not trying not to use those champions or that power. I'm trying to stick to the pick 3. Yeah. Yeah, so I have those 3 from the Epic giveaway. I've got the 3 from my pick 3. I've got Hitch. And then I just got Sheila, and we're about to get Volo. So we got a lot of champions already. Hey, that's one tough dwarf. Oh, yeah. I mean, you said that when you said dwarf. See the apothecary that I have potions of specializations, but I don't see where or how to use them. Could you point that out for me? Sure. You use them from here, from the potions in your inventory. It lets you redo your specialization choice on a champion, or choices on a champion in a run. So if you make a mistake, you can do this. Or you get to your wall and you're like, I want to see, I think maybe a different spec would have gotten me further. These are the kinds of things that let you learn that in the middle of a run. They're not worth buying out of the patron shop. Oh my God, can you craft them in the apothecary? No, thank God. Okay, good. Because eventually you're just going to earn so many of them that they're going to be reagent fodder. You're just going to break them down and make reagents out of them. As you get more comfortable with the game, you're not going to need that help. You know what? We can get Eliwick. Well, we can't level her up yet. Once we can get Eliwick in, when you show it coming. Oh, gold find of 40. Yeah, once we can get her in and get her like up to 40, we would want to put her in. And probably take Hitch out. Double, hey, we cleared area 100 in the first 2 hours of the game. I want, okay, this one I have to pay attention to. 18 decks. We're gonna go decks 18. We just want to make, these numbers don't matter. We just want to make sure we're buffing Ishii. Maildan and Cordalis, thank you for the follows. Just did my first tier 4 variant. Nice, Jules. Yeah, the one thing I like about that is, I know it frustrates some people because they're like, why can't I do it all at once? But it's a measure of your progress, event to event to event to event over time. I like that's there in the game now. Damashu, thank you for the follow. If you haven't followed or you haven't watched the stream before, I usually stream Mondays through Fridays here. Saturdays over on the Cena Game channel. But now Mondays through Thursdays, I'll be playing this account until I shelf it. Usually I shelf it after a few months. I get solidly into the mid game, and then I'm like, okay, fine. And then I go back to streaming my main account. I don't know exactly what the shelf condition will be this time. Yeah, we're not far enough into this yet for me to know. We may play it further than I usually do, but I'll be doing that Monday through Friday now. If you want to come hang out. Cost me a follow so you don't want to go live or check the schedule. Will you wait on Mert until you have 23? No. I already have 20. I'm going to have to wait on Mert just to get all the item levels, so... I mean, it is a brand new account. It's just... it's my Epic one, and I recycle my Epic account. I have them remove all progress from it. But unfortunately, that pack unlock is an Epic platform thing. And also now going forward, I'm always going to have those champion scrolls because they can't remove the money you took from the account. You paid on the account, right? So there's going to be, oh God, I can put this up here. She's not a tank, but she's going to exist up there for the moment. This is bad, but we're going to do it just because we want her in the formation. Because there's 40. Now we got more gold find. We're up to EO4 gold find. Hell yeah. This is such a good favor run. We're already at EO4. Nice. Favor. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. This is going to be ridiculous compared to what we would do without the Pick3 pack. Once you have Modrons unlocked, you can also sway a swap to the second. Oh yeah. For spec choices, yeah. I don't want to get ahead of the game there and explain something that people aren't going to have access to for a while. But if you have a Modron core and a background party, you can just swap a champion into a background party and then bring them back into your active party. You'll have to level them up and redo their specializations. That made potions of specialization pointless once you get there, because you can just get that effect for free with a little bit of work. Okay. Hold on, we got a VIP. There we go. Question: do the one-day legendary potions affect all parties? I have no idea. That's a good question for Dev Insights. I hope so, because those are hard to get. This event I was able to finish tier 3 for the first time. Nice, Firefox. Our website for codes it may have missed. Yeah, Bayushikira linked it. I was just using that earlier. We got a lot of stuff from that. And then you follow up. Usually I just follow up with after doing that, using that site once, you can just stay using the hashtag combinations channel, the official Discord. But if you don't Discord, then that site works. Am I going to need another Epic account? No, not doing that. I don't have another Steam account. I wouldn't do another Epic account. Oh, I got feed access. All right, folks, we've unlocked feet access. Bernard has 2 feet over here, but now he's got 1 feet we can assign. All kind of feet. Feats are minor power. I want to be very clear. They're minor power, but we'll take all we can get, right? There's also some functionality sometimes. Now, all we have default, all we're going to be worried about is default stuff. We can give the damage of all champions 10%. We can buff Rally by 20%. That's his main buff. Or we can give himself more overwhelm so that he can tank. Well, no, we're going to go to 20% to his main buff. It's on our DPS, and now we're going to do more damage. That's what we're going with. And the feat slots unlock based off you leveling up the champion. You only have to ever level them up past these kind of high water marks once, and then the feat slots will always be open. So we can do this for him. We can do it for Celeste. Celeste is damage or healing. Normally I go with damage, but we're brand new. This is like the only time in the game healing matters. We're going to go with healing for now. I don't know that we need it. Okay, Nayeli now. Damage, her own health, or her overwhelm. Overwhelm is the number of enemies you can tank at any time before you start taking bonus damage. We're going to go health because we need to get to that overwhelm point. Ishii got one too. Now this one we have to think about. Ishii has been a rework champion. She has a lot more default feats. Early on, gold find boosts are the big deal, more than just this flat power, because the more gold you earn early on, the more you can upgrade your champions, the more powerful they get, and upgrades are bigger than anything here. We have a 10% flat gold find, or we can go 20% modification to her Let's Find Some Treasure ability. We're going with the bigger numbers. 10%, 20% is bigger than 10%, but also this is buffing a bigger number, but yeah. So we're going to go there. Now we're up to EO5 Gold Find at the top left. So we're going to go Gold Find first for her because we're still in that scenario. Is Calliope? Yes. Calliope damage or protection. We're going to go protection. We're doing some feats that are a little bit more tanking feats. Basically, she's going to shield Nayeli and Eliwick. We've got Eliwick up here. Going to allow Eliwick to actually exist in the front line. She shouldn't be there. She really shouldn't be there, but I don't have enough of a bench to make this work. I didn't. Yeah, that's the right one. I'm not sure I picked. I was like, did I pick the right spec for that? Okay, Minsk. Self damage or damage all champions. He is a support right now, so we're going damage all champions. Hitch. Can we get Hitch down here? Okay. Damage all champions or Ricochet. This is going to be the better choice right now. Sharpened Dagger. Diana feet? No, we're not to Diana feet yet. Okay. Okay. We're getting close though. And what are we up to on overall favor now? EO5. Our goal to make all of the tier 1 variants show as green to be doable just for tier 1. It might show all of them as green, but it doesn't matter. Just tier 1. We need 5 EO8 favor. So 3 orders of magnitude higher than what we have right now. If we can get that on our first favor run with this, that's wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, Diana, feet. Diana's got more options here. We got damage all champions. We can buff her spec choices. First set of spec choices or second set of spec choices, or we can make her attack faster. As I recall, which one of these? We got EO5 straight to there. This is buffing Inspire. This one stacks multiplicatively. And it's pre-stack. So we want to put in this one on Ensemble Cast and Spotlight episode. Pre-stack, any kind of multiplicatively stacking ability is great. That's the good way. Multiplicatively stacking is the good way. Multiplicatively versus additively. We always want multiplicatively. But when any item and feat bonuses apply, boost the pre-stack multiplier, that's the OP way. I call these mathematically overpowered abilities. They have the potential to be the strongest abilities in the game, but how much you get out of them is going to vary. So when you have the choice, you want to, and you've got a bunch of stacks, which we do. You want to slot feats for these pre-stack abilities or mathematically overpowered MOP abilities. So that's what we're doing with that one. That's an easy decision. Eliwick, we're going gems. I know we would like some more gold find. This is power. This is gold find. This is gems. Right now I want gems. We just got wiped out. I want gems. And if I come over here, I want gold find. All right. We just got wrecked. Now I need to be a little more... I need to pay a bit more attention to how I'm leveling up my champions. To try to get us through. There we go. There we go. Now we're killing things again. I'm hunting for actual upgrades here. Okay. Oh, Ashara. Damage all champion. That's what we want. That's what we want. All right, and we are getting out of here real soon, folks. Let me pull up their channel. They have not started yet. All right. Oh, we're on an ad break. 40 seconds left on the ad break. I am purposefully staying away from Jamila and Archon because they aren't going to help us at all. God, we're almost at 200. Good Lord. Good Lord. This is so strong. This is such a strong start. It's a bit ridiculous. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the ridiculousness. Are we back from the break? We're back from the break. Okay, so I've upgraded champions. We're trying to push forward. We're almost to 200. I haven't started firing off ultimates yet. But the right order of ultimates could potentially get us past the boss. So, what I want to do immediately is stun the whole screen, ult the boss, and then fire off every other freaking thing I got. And we did it! Okay, now I gotta wait forever for those to come back. But we cleared 200 on our first deep push. Okay. How do I farm influence for your patron? You don't. You just do patron variants. I have a list of efficient patron variants for you to hit up in my Patrons 101 guide. Question: you said you were thinking on picking Strongheart since you got Ishii. If I get Strongheart as an option, yes. Is that for the attack speed boost from Strongheart? Yes, and his ramping buff. It's attack speed and a buff, but the fast that feeds in the attack speed feeds into her faster, harder, stronger ability, which is solid on her. And we're dying. That's fine. Kind of sad there are no cool synergies with Archon that are worth leveraging. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near Jamil or Archon. They're both garbage. Jamil is the worst DPS in the game, and I hate that for Jam Jam because I like Jam Jam. But she's just bad. And Archon is... It's cruel how bad Archon is. He doesn't synergize with his own affiliation. Is a champion next to Diana? Which way? This is Eliwick and this is Hitch. Hitch you get free just from signing up for the newsletter, which you get by the hamburger button or opening up settings, or opening up this menu and going to newsletter. So Diana, Hitch, Diana, Eliwick. Diana, Eliwick, and Ishii were my pick 3. Where do one find these guides? Right here. There you go. There's over 180 guides to the game. Right there. But the new player reference is the one that kind of everybody, if you just start with the new player one, it will then distribute you out to things. I actually had it pulled up today, but we didn't need it today. It will distribute out to other things. Force Grey or Dark Order? Yes. There is no synergy for Force Grey at all, and Dark Order is garbage. Just started, and I heard that the first thing to get is 2 in each seat. If you can, yeah, that's what you're making choices for, made for TV. Like when you're trying to choose from an event, like which champions you should flex, first thing you want to do is start picking to get a second champion in each seat. So we're kind of walled out. This is what a wall looks like. And we're in around EO6. There's some things we could do to maybe extend our wall, but the main thing is to really just, like, we're just going to get some more favor here. So I'm going to let it farm a bit more favor. I haven't started their stream yet. I'm going to have it farm a bit more favor, and then I will close it off. We're at around EO6. That's a great run. I have complete faith that the second favor run I do, which we'll do tomorrow, will get us to the EO8 we need to do the variants. There it is, stream starting. Okay. I'm going to hit up the stream. I'm going to hit up the raid. We're going to head over to the Dev Insights. I will be back again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacifically speaking, for like 5 hours. We're going to play on this account. I'm just going to shut it off. I'm not going to run it overnight. Yeah. What's the idea of the pick 3 playthrough? It's kind of like, it's already proved my belief. People have been asking me a lot, like, I bought the 3 champion pack. Which 3 champions should I choose? And I've been telling them Diana, Eliwick, and Ishii now, because I think that's the combo to go with. And I feel like I'm already being proven right, because this is ridiculous. We got to area 200 the first time we did a deep push in an event. That's wild. So we're just trying to see, like, how does the new Platinum Shop make the game better? How does the new Apothecary system make the game better? What's the state of idle champions now for new players? And it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right. I'm going to rate us over. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all tomorrow. If you didn't, toss me a follow. Do that, and so you know when I go live. Let me make sure I have my raid notification. Boom. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.